Hey there guys, SCL3618 here. Today we're coming at you with a little something different. Firstly, I apologize for my voice. In my travels to York in the past week in the Northeast, picked up whatever flavor of seasonal sinus bug was going around, so apologies for that. But I'm going to make this short and sweet because this guy is going to be a hot topic. I wanted to get my thoughts on it out of the way and out of you guys, and do a little bit of an unboxing. Yeah, I know, this is a big shift in video format, but hey, we're here for it. We're going to see how it goes. Let's get cooking. So what is the big deal about this set? Some of y'all may be wondering, and if you don't know Lionel history, this will be news to you. If you are familiar with it, this is just a refresher course. So essentially, Lionel, coming out of the depths of the Great Depression, was flat broke. And thanks to some clever licensing and engineering, struck up a partnership with the Walt Disney Company to make this guy. This is, of course, the Mickey and Minnie Handcar. And it sold for a few bucks back in the day, and it is single-handedly credited with saving Lionel coming out of the Depression era. So without the original of this guy, they're really, the chances of a modern Lionel looking the same would be a little bit different. So the mouse did save the house of Lionel in this case. But what this is actually really cool. So for the Disney 100th anniversary, Lionel went back to the old license with Disney, and of course they're happy to collaborate. When I was at the LCCA convention in Concord, I met a lot of people involved in the project, got to see, the pre-painted samples, what they had out on the tables for view for members, etc., etc. So really good people behind the project. I'm excited to get my hands on one of these because previously the only way you could get one was number one, original and pay a small fortune. Number two, you could get the 10-plate manufacturer Pride lines. They made a lot of reproductions in the 80s and 90s. Otherwise, this guy was not on the market. Now, what's really cool about this, Lionel's gone back and done the original red, the green, and yellow, and some special editions for Disney members. So this is a really nice topic and a really nice way to spread trains to a new community. So that's something that Model Rarity, people always say, what is Model Rarity doing to reach out? This guy. We all love the latest and greatest products, but this bridges the gap between the diehards, newcomers, and people who just appreciate the trains. So tapping into the Disney fandom, I think, is an excellent move for this guy. But I'm gonna quit yapping. We're gonna get this thing unboxed and go from there. All the collectors can look away now because that factory seal is coming off. So first impressions, this is a really nice box design. It's kind of nice to see a train set and a train piece in a very simplistic package. So let's crack it open here. Alright, let's crack this open. So two little nuggets are in here. One's really cool, and that is actually Howard Hitchcock's signature. That, if those who do not know, he is the CEO of Lionel. Really nice guy, got to meet him back at LCCA. Really cool talking shop with him. The second thing in the package is, of course, the instruction manual. Very simplistic. It gives a little bit of back history on this guy, and of course this is a 1934 Handcar, so it's the red one, and it shows, what all went into making it happen. A little bit of history. These are the color variants, the red, green, orange, maroon, and that's the D23 that the Disney Membership Club offering. So these are really cool. So let us do a quick little overview of instructions. Again, it just shows what it comes with. Loop track, 2-rail, but that is what the original had. It is still O-gauge track, of course. You get the handcar, the winding key, and then the instructions for locking the handcar and letting it rip. It does recommend that you do no more than 10 half turns or 5 full to keep from damaging the handcar. So essentially you're going to wind it, the lever's going to be in place, you release the lever, and it'll go on its merry way with the bell ring. And now for the fun part, let's dig on in. Oh, this is cool. This is really cool. So one really nice thing to see, this is a solid block of foam. Like, this reminds me of the old Athearn boxes back in the day. Really thick foam, you got plenty of cushion for transit. This looks nice. That is really nice. That is a hefty chunk of metal too. So you have the Lionel logo on one side and then the Disney 100th on the other. Really cool piece. It is so cool to hold one of these after all these years, because previously, again, the only way you could see this guy was if you owned one, ran across it at the TCA Museum or a local collection. So it is really cool to bring this classic back into the hands of the public. So while we've got the Handcar in front of us, just a quick little overview of what it feels like in the hand, the construction materials, all that fun stuff. So obviously, this is a piece of the tin plate train era, so a lot of it is reproduction, metal, and kit stamp steel. All the really fun toy trains had their origins in this era, so this too is a fun piece. Here's the lever for locking and unlocking. Just a simple up-down. We'll flip it over to this side, there's where you wind it. The drive wheel, the Handcar, of course, is tied to it to give it the Handcar pump effect. One cool thing about the build quality, especially thanks to now where we can, 3D print or resin print anything, I believe these are resin composite figures. They've got a nice little flex to them, the legs. I believe this is honestly strong rubber here. But, it's flexible enough to look the part and get the job done. And just for demonstration purposes, we'll give it a quick wind up and see how it does. That's fun. So yeah, just like the original, a lot of whimsy, a lot of action. This is a fun little piece. So last but definitely not least is our track. Let's check this out real quick. Silicone gel packet. And there we go. It's kind of funny seeing tubular track make a little comeback in 2023. But there we go. So we got it's all curves, so you get 4 in this pack, 4 in the other, so you get a total of 8 curves in the package. And I believe these are honestly really close to 027. So as we go through, we have 4 pieces of tubular track right here. Connection is really simple, especially if you grew up on old school Lionel. All you do is take it, align the pins, and friction fit it together. Quick and easy. Alrighty guys, here we go. Somewhere a little bit quieter to get this thing assembled and ready. So all we gotta do to complete the circle, take the 2 track halves, line them up, and we are in business. And just one thing to note, if it looks like the track's fussy a little bit, again, just take some light pressure, kind of push it in, and you'll be good to go. Alright, so for re-railing, really simple, just drop it on, drop the lever, and let her rip. One thing to note is it may not like unlevel floors, as is the case here. Alright guys, that about brings this overview and unboxing to a close. Overall, I think this is a really cool little novelty piece. Now, what will it run you roughly? After taxes and shipping, $200 for me. Which, it is a novelty piece, but because they are numbered, they got the signature of Howard on there, there's a good chance it may go up. This is the most common version being the red. That was the original. So you never know. If you're buying this for a collector piece, just kind of watch the market and see what it does. If you're like me and you bought it because you thought it was cool and wanted to run it, you'll be just fine. So that's my quick thoughts on this thing. I know this is going to be a hot topic for O-Gagers and the Lionel community as of late. So I wanted to get out there, give my shot at it. Albeit a little under the weather, but still wanted to make an effort and go from there. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you taking the time to check the video out. I hope this answered any questions you may have about what's in the set, what are you getting for the money, and all that fun stuff. So if you like the video, feel free to leave a like, a comment. I want to know your guys' thoughts on this and go from there. So I appreciate y'all watching per always, and I will see you in the next one.